All right, we're going to hop over to the SEC. This is the annual Georgia versus Florida game. This is in Jacksonville on a neutral field. The total is sitting at 50.5 right now, but I put a big asterisk on this game. There are a couple different lines that you can find. There's some large discrepancy with the books. I see 14.5 in favor of Georgia on DraftKings, but I see Georgia by 20.5 on BetMGM. So for me, I like the Florida to cover 20.5 on BetMGM. I did some line shopping earlier today. I feel like that's too many points for a game like this and for a UGA team where nobody really has some answers on.
Yeah, I think the bigger thing for me is the total. If you can get 50.5, I like that under. I think both defenses are pretty
Mm-hmm.
solid. Florida struggles to move the ball with Graham Mertz, and Georgia, I mean, they haven't looked like the Georgia of old with Stetson Bennett, and I can't believe I'm saying that because I always thought Stetson Bennett was highly overrated, but uh, Carson Beck just hasn't looked that impressive to me. Now, granted, they're getting it done and they're undefeated. I do think
Mm-hmm.
Georgia probably covers 2 touchdowns. I don't know about 3, so you may be onto something there if you can price shop that and get the 20.5, something like that.
Yeah, I feel like at 20.5 on BetMGM, that's a backdoor cover at the minimum, at the very least. So for a rivalry game like this, especially where Georgia is missing their best offensive player in Brock Bowers, I fully expect Florida to be able to at least keep it close in the first half and then definitely keep it within 3 touchdowns in the second half. Florida's sneaky good on the offensive side of the ball. They're 23rd overall in the nation in overall success rate. They run the ball extremely well. Montrell Harris and ETN as a 1-2 punch in the backfield is an underrated duo right there. Georgia is Georgia. We know how they go. Elite defense. Their offense is a little bit better than everybody kind of gives them credit for. Excuse me. Carson Beck has made some really good throws, but they're not consistent. They also lack explosiveness. So, and what I say by that is they're actually 7th overall in the nation in offensive success rate, but they're 101st overall in total explosive plays. So you don't see much explosiveness from this UGA offense, but they can certainly ground and pound, and they're consistent with what they do. So I fully expect this to be a slow-paced slog, kind of like what you said. I think it'll be more of an under type game unless things just get really out of whack. But 3 touchdowns, man, that's too much. So
Yeah.
20.5 for me. If I can get that on BetMGM, I already sniped it. So I love that line. I love that line. So should be a fun one.